I can't hardly get my camera out quick enough when the geese are in the yard, because when I start talking, they take off running. They just have not got used to me. And there's one gonna fly. Aren't they gorgeous? They're such big birds, and you wouldn't even think they could fly because their body is so big. But there they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's our family plus two more pairs of adults. And you can see there's our family going right there. They're separating themselves from the others, but they were all up here in the yard feeding. Got thunder rumbling around. We had a little rain. Let's check, see how much rain we had. You remember last year we had no rain at all in July, so here it is in the middle of June, toward the end of June. And we're still getting a little rain. This wasn't much of a storm, and pretty good in places. It looks like down there it's maybe 3/10, I don't know. I'm gonna watch those birds swimming away. They're leaving a wake. Definitely leaving a wake. They probably said, Jimmy, we don't appreciate you coming out here and running us out of the yard. We were eating. The storms moved on to the southeast, and that'll do it for several days, I think. It's got a possibility of getting some more later tonight. Three-tenths. 1, 2, 3/10. We'll take it. I'm not going to empty it. I'm going to leave it in case we can get some more. The grass on the surface is getting less and less all the time, and the fishing is going to turn into summertime fishing, which is good here. I love it. Have to be very quiet because they can hear me talking. The mama is always with those babies, even as big as they're getting. They're almost as big as she is. I saw them before daylight this morning. Before sunrise, it's about 10 minutes till 5, 4:50, something like that. Swimming across the lake. They actually swim in here early in the morning. Coming in to feed on the yard. Then they feed, and they take a little nap. I shot a little video earlier of them walking around. So I had to shoot through the lattice work on the deck. Now they're off out there laying in the sunshine. Even as hot as it's getting, and it's well over 100 degrees heat index in the afternoon. Probably still 80 even early this morning. They're laying out in the sun, soaking up that sunshine. They talk about the dog's life. The goose's life is pretty good too. Of course, the dog's not ever going to fly into 100 decoys and get shot at. But Goose has got it made pretty well here on the Eagle, because we don't goose any at all. And so these guys have pretty much got it made. We don't want them taming down, living in the yard, but it certainly is nice to see them come in here and feed. I'm talking real low. Didn't talk at all shooting video early this morning as they were coming in and walking around in the yard. There's our family growing up quickly. Well, everybody's awake and up moving around. Look at them. They all got up, flapped their wings and stretched. I guess that's their stretching is flapping their wings, I guess. Definitely not a goose expert. Got some crows out there joined in with them, catching some bugs and little flies probably. The geese are eating the rye that we've superseded into our lawn. Of course, we mow frequently, so the rye stays pretty low. The deer love it as well. People work hard to get beautiful Bermuda grass. What do? We sow ryegrass in our Bermuda. You run that crow off. That goose went over and run that crow off. The mama goose stays really close to those babies, though. Even though they're almost as big as she is, you can see the difference in them there. They're still a few pounds less weight than their parents. But what's so cool is we didn't lose any of them. When I say we, Mom and Daddy didn't lose any of them. We didn't have anything to do with it. All we did is just watch them grow and be concerned about them. Might have said a prayer for them every now and then. We have some visitors here this morning at the house. I looked out there and there's an elk. And there was another one down there somewhere. I don't know where that rascal got. Oh, there it is. It was behind that tree. That tree was hiding that entire elk. And the other one's back off down there. We might be getting a lot of wind noise in here right now. I'm trying to sort of get that wind noise protected there just a little bit. I've not got a microphone on. Been out messing around. Have not seen Forrest, my boy Forrest. I'm looking for him this morning. Look at her. That's a, it looks like, I guess I thought that was a cedar tree. It may be a cedar tree. There's this big cedar tree right there she can eat out of, but it's not a cedar tree there. You see, she just reached up there. She's so tall. And there's the other one right there. That deer is outside of the pen. I mean, that elk is outside the pen, obviously. Just grazing along. You look how big and fat they are. There's no cows on this ranch at all. We have no cattle. We have no cross fences. Took down all the cross fences when we bought the ranch 20 years ago and then added to it a few years after that. So they have paradise is what the elk have here. Grazing land everywhere. Big, beautiful animals. After Chris got through eating her breakfast this morning, she wanted to go outside, so I opened the door, and her Jazzy, she just took off out through the yard. I looked out here, and she's out here at the deer pen, and with Wild Child and little Whitey, and there they are right there. Little Whitey's gonna be probably a 6 point at least on his very first horns. And there they are. Baby, what do you think? Are they beautiful? You think they're beautiful. I think they're beautiful too, honey. And they look, so that's all right. We'll get that one, Wild Child. Don't worry about it. That is really, really special right there. Honey, you have some white hair coming out in your head. You know it, huh? It's 100-degree plus days. Yesterday made it to 103. We're supposed to have a couple to 3 degrees cooler today, actually. It's about 80 something out here early this morning. But it's windy and we got a little bit of cloud cover floating around, covers the sun every now and then, keeping the temperature a little cooler. Wednesday is supposed to be 105, which is supposed to be the hottest day of the year so far. Might even be hotter than that here, I don't know. The heat index, triple digits, 110, 113, 115, stuff like that. Really, really, really hot. Honey, I think I may let them out.
No.
No, why not? They'll be fine. I mean, I will put them back in, but maybe, well, I might wait till this evening. Let them out this evening. They're sure enjoying those carrots, aren't they? Little Whitey usually gets kind of tired of the carrots if he don't get some apples mixed in there. If he gets a apple, then he won't eat any carrots. He just eats apples. Look at him.
Oh.
Uh-oh, that's all right. We'll get it. Wild Child's not wanting to take turns. She's wanting to hog them all, isn't she? That little Whitey says, I'm not going to fight for it. He says, I'm going to go on. Yeah, hey, buddy. Hey, pal, what you doing? You want apples? What you want? I know. Yeah. Look at those antlers. Here you go, buddy. She tries to get down here and get his too, doesn't she? Girls are aggressive. Oh, she got a double. Ah, cool. You see that little guy down there? Look at him run. Look at him run. Oh, he is really healthy. Look at that jump. That is the deer. I can't really tell looking at which side his tag's in, but I think that's the deer down there that Apache is starting to call lonely. And the reason he calls him lonely is because he always stays by himself. You look, that's the only deer over here in the pen. I say that. I see one more. I see one more that's just laying here. Now that's a girl. That's actually a girl. That's not lonely. That's a girl. I see one deer laying right over here also. Thought we wanted to kind of take a look at these little guys. Boy, he is wild. He is good. Good. I love it. This little guy over here is one of them that probably belongs to Forrest. You can take a look at him laying there. And that's a girl also. You see, she's simply laying there in the shade. Now, it's above 90 degrees, so we really don't want them running like that little guy was doing. Where did he go? Did he run over to the other side? Yeah, he might have laid down somewhere. But there's that baby girl laying there. And she's beautiful and healthy. She's having a little trouble running, but she's doing pretty good. She's doing pretty good. That big old tag in her ear. Looks so funny with that big tag. We really don't want them running too much, but I just wanted to come over and take a look at some babies and let y'all see some babies here before this week was over. Everybody laying in the shade? Huh? Everybody laying in the shade? Okay, there's 3 babies laying down there, I see. Let's take a look at them real quick. We really don't want to get them up and let them run. Got a few carrots in here throwing out to the big girls, but I can see 3 babies down there. Looking around to see if there's been any more babies born, and there hasn't. Oh, there they go. Hey, taking off running there. They're gonna run with mama. Those are pretty good sized babies right there. Very healthy. Looking for their mama. They'll probably get a little milk while they're at it. It's great to see them running and moving around like that. Absolutely great. That's a little doe and a little buck right there. That's twins, I believe. I believe those two is brother and sister. They're looking around for their mama. And this is probably lonely right down here. Got that big old big old tag on. And lonely, you can just lay there. We don't necessarily want to get you up. You can just lay there. We'll zoom in on you and see what you look like. Yeah, that's the little buck there that Apache calls lonely, because he said normally he's laying by himself. And he wasn't laying by himself today. He's laying with two other babies. So maybe he's becoming a little bit more sociable. He's not so lonely anymore. He kind of thinks he's hidden there. They lay with that head down. You see how his head's down? We just finally got those new tags in. Not all the deer this year are tagged with 23 tags. So a few of them are tagged with 22. But he's laying there in the shade, and he's perfectly happy and comfortable, so I'm not going to move any closer because get him up and he'll be running around. We don't really want him to do that because it's hot out here. I imagine the chill. I keep wanting to say chill. The heat index is probably getting around 100 degrees. But that's a look at the babies in the pen. Always good to look at them because, boy, they do change quickly. Okay, guys and girls, that will wrap up this week's ranch video. We showed you some babies, and the antlers are getting bigger. You saw some big antlers in here, even though the antlers video is on Friday and Saturday. So you don't want to miss that. Make sure you let all your friends know those videos. Those right now are the most popular videos that we have because they just change every week. We can show the same thing every week, and it's just different. It's just amazing how they're changing. But we are concerned about some of the situations going on right now, but all in all, it's going good. Remember, I sure do love you.